Hello, hello, everybody. How are you guys? Welcome to today's live stream. So, as you may already know, we're getting ready to do a general love forecast, followed by those of you who have requested a reading. So let's get into it, guys. All right, guys. So we're starting off with a general reading and giving more folks the opportunity to jump on. Hi, Nancy. I see your request. How are you? So we'll get to those personal readings after the general portion. And let's see. Sunflower Soul. I don't see her yet. So Cameron, Cameron's in our comments. Moderator Cameron, if you guys have any questions for her, as far as booking a reading today, or if you have any questions, let us know and she'll be more than happy to help you out, okay? So let's get into it. So I feel like using a few decks here for the general reading, just to tap into the energy of whatever comes through here today, and hopefully it's something that you can relate to. And of course, for those who are wanting your own personal reading, we will tap into that afterwards. All right, guys. So I feel like using my scenarios deck. If you guys haven't seen me use this for my YouTube readings, it acts very much like a tarot deck in that it's got upright and reversed interpretations per card. So it definitely makes room for a very interesting twist of scenarios that can come through. All right, here we go. Take the bits and parts of it that resonate with you and release what doesn't. What do we need to know here today? Hi, Ariana. Welcome. How are you? Okay, so we've got bombshell. Okay, attractive, seductress, wifey material. So divine feminine, this could be representing your energy here. Let's see what else. What else do we need to know? So we have a feminine energy coming through. You might have a masculine who finds you to be very attractive. All right, so we've got a reverse card, which is the Shadow Kisses card. It's in the reverse. So part of the interpretation here could represent a secret liaison, hidden affair. It could be a third party. It could be someone who's married. So these two cards together can sometimes indicate a possible third party. If it's representing a masculine, it could be a divine masculine who was cheating on a feminine. If it represents the feminine, then divine feminine, it could have been you that got wrapped up in third-party drama. All right, let's see. What else here? Angels and spirit guides, please, for the collective. What do we need to know here? So possible infidelity in a relationship. Oh, geez. And now we've got the gigolo coming through. So we have a player here representing a masculine, uncommitted, multiple partners. So there we go. That's what's presenting itself here for this particular set of messages. So if that's something that you can relate to, you might have been dealing with somebody who just was incapable of committing in a partnership. And the tarot represents that as well. We've got the Three of Swords coming through here. So somebody got hurt. Okay, more than likely because there were other people involved. That's not a pleasant thing to go through. If that is something you experienced, what I am seeing here is actually a good energy. Okay, so yes, you might have experienced a partner who was not trustworthy, who might have kept you in the dark over maybe an affair that they were having with someone. But I feel this is what's going to take you out of this pain of the Three of Swords, because the Nine of Wands, even though you've been hurt, you will be able to have a fresh start in love, and that's what that Ace of Cups is focused on. There could be new love that's coming in for you if your heart is open to that and if you're ready to experience that. So first, you got to heal from this, and the Nine of Wands is what's going to help you to do that as well. Because if you look at this card, we've got some dark clouds right here, but you're climbing out of that to be able to head towards the energy of the sun, which represents a more positive experience in love. But first, you got to be able to focus on filling that cup for yourself. Okay, yep, we've got the World. Death card, yes. Four of Swords. So what does this represent? Cycles that more than likely have completed. So it's phasing out, which is a good thing. And this is confirming that more than likely this is a situation that has already ended. But what's good about this card is that it creates room for change. You know, you might have experienced something really difficult, but there's a lesson to be learned in that. It helps you to be able to transition away from that experience to create transformations in your own life. And then the Four of Swords is representing the fact that maybe you needed time to yourself, you needed time to heal, which I hope you took the time to do that. And then when you're ready, you can open up your heart once again to being able to find love again. Love it. We've got the Wheel of Fortune coming through. Yeah, just like life has its ups and downs, you know? And what this is telling us is that wheel will fall in your favor when the timing is right. Maybe you're at the point in your life where you're ready. You know, maybe you've had experiences in love that just wasn't very good, wasn't very nice. You could have dealt with a person that maybe you thought at one point in time, this is it, I've found my person, I'm in love with my person, and then they ended up breaking your heart right here. So this is telling you that the lesson more than likely has been learned and life is taking you on a whole different direction. This is interesting here. Okay, Six of Cups, followed by the Five of Pentacles. I'm hoping if this relates to you that you probably cut this person out of your life. And I've been saying this so much in personal readings that have been requested lately, where the tables really have turned, because what's coming through here now is they're thinking about you. They might have regrets over the fact that they might have cheated or hurt you. And now here they are, where they're out of your life. They're struggling perhaps that you're no longer together. Maybe they've got regrets that they did this to you to begin with. And now they're out. You know, sorry, but you might have closed the door. Divine Feminine, if this is something that you relate to, look at this. We've got the Emperor coming up now. So this is the Divine Masculine. Perhaps this gigolo was not representing the person that you were meant to be with, you know? And so I feel this is somebody who could represent a better experience, a masculine who's capable of showing up rather than getting you involved in third parties and drama. I love these cards. We've got the Fool coming through. You know, sometimes when we go through some difficult stuff, we're a little bit apprehensive to get back into the dating scene, you know? It's like, I don't know if I'm ready for this. I don't know if my heart can take it. But this is you. Perhaps your faith is being restored in the whole concept of finding love again, because you're not meant to be lonely. You're not meant to be heartbroken for the rest of your life. And when your heart is ready, you have the capability to bring in a new love. Okay, so even though it might have started off with drama and maybe third parties and cheating and stuff, I feel you will get past that, and the new cycle coming in for you will be way better than what you've experienced, if you relate to that. All right, let's see what else we can tap into here. Hi, Anna. Oh, you're so welcome. I'm glad that resonated for you. All right. Angels and spirit guides, please, for whoever needs this message today, or whenever you run across it. Maybe you run across this live stream after it's been streamed, and you run across these messages. All right, what else do we need to know, please, for the collective, for those who will be watching this or those who are here right now? Epiphany, it's like that aha moment, you know, revelation, sudden insight. That could be the person that ended up hurting you. You know, it's like, oh God, I get it now. Why did I do that? You know, realization. Look at the next card here. We have forgiveness. This is interesting, guys, because look at the next card. We have new romance. You see? So in a way, it's still picking up off of what came through already. Now somebody from your past wants forgiveness for something that they've done. So don't be surprised for some of you guys if you end up running across like an ex-partner, somebody who ended up hurting you. Maybe they just need closure. You know, they need to be able to talk to you and have that closure. Maybe there's something that's in you that needs that conversation to happen, you know? So I feel there's someone here from your past that's waking up to what it is that they need to do in order to maybe find peace in their heart. But if you relate to this, as we've seen, more than likely, you're not going to be interested in reopening that door because there's new love on the horizon for you. You know, but there are those of you, maybe you still have feelings for an ex-partner and you'd be open to having that conversation because this can also represent a new chapter. All right, so however way you're wanting that to come into your life, maybe there's a possibility for those of you who are open to that, okay? All right, let's see. Angels and spirit guides, please, for the collective. What else do we need to know here? What do we need to know here? Some of you could be representing Sagittarius. Maybe this person that ended up hurting you or the person that wants to come in could be Sagittarius. This could also be giving you a time frame though. You know, November, December during Sagittarius season when things might start moving in your love life. But this is also a card of peace, of tranquility, of restoring balance in your life. And that's not going to happen right away, not after Three of Swords type experience or even a Tower moment. It takes time. We've got the Five of Pentacles coming through again. So somebody is clearly struggling here, you know, that whole left out in the cold type experience and mentality. So it could be an ex-partner who's struggling because they know that they messed up. We got another 5 coming through. So 5s can be a bit challenging in tarot. You know, we've got conflicts coming through with that 5 of Swords. So more than likely they did something here that was not in the up and up. They could have been sneaking around and maybe you found out about it and ended things. And now they recognize what it is that they've done. An epiphany, we see that here, and now they might be wanting to reach out, wanting to offer you an apology. I like this as well, 6 of Swords. It really is about leaving something or someone behind. You know, you're moving on, you're moving forward. You're no longer stuck on this person that ended up hurting you. So I like how that presented itself because this is progress here. If you relate to this, you're not going to allow yourself to be stuck. You deserve better and you're out to find it, and it will come to you. This 10 of Wands, I feel, could represent this person who wants to return and reach out to you. You know, we clearly see this energy that they're carrying this heavy load, you know, overloaded, taking on too much in their life, or trying to just busy themselves so that they don't have to think about the pain or what they've put you through. They could also be going through a lot of stuff in their life, but this is now coming through as a heavy burden for this person. And they don't want to be able to carry that heavy burden for the rest of their life. And maybe the one way to heal that is to offer an apology. That could be very healing for this person. But it could also be very healing for you if you relate to that. This is confirmation that they'll be back. They'll be back to either apologize, as I mentioned, ask for forgiveness, or to try to fix something here with you. Now take this if it makes sense. We might have a twin flame situation here that could have been very challenging. And just because somebody is our twin, that does not mean it's without its fair share of challenges, because it can, you know. So this can sometimes represent a reunion, a happy occasion, two people coming back together. And then the Judgment is somebody who has gone through that awakening. This is definitely someone from your past who will be coming back. It's up to you how that reunion plays out. Because if you don't really want to interact with this person and they try to reach out and maybe try to fix things or even apologize, you might not even be interested in carrying on that conversation, you know, so they might actually run into a blockage. But if your heart is open to that, and you'd be at least welcoming in the opportunity to talk, this might result in a reunion for those of you, whether it's a twin flame connection or not, because there's a lot of healing that needs to happen here. You see, we've got that Three of Swords popping up. Whether it involved a love triangle or it was something else going on, it was a very painful situation. And so I feel this person now has had clarity what it is that they need to do in order to create progress, not only in the connection with you, but also in their own life, because, you know, they are carrying so much on their shoulders right now. So this can actually be a very empowering vibe for both of you, because you might have taken action and cut them out. You know, you were maybe more proactive in your own life, not just putting up with something. You know, you got back up on your own 2 feet and were able to make a decision to end something that just wasn't working for you. That could have been your epiphany. It's like, I don't have to take this, I'm out. Maybe they didn't expect that from you. You know, maybe you just kind of went with it for a long time, but it got to a point where it just, you couldn't take it anymore. So more than likely, you left. You ended things, or you confronted them about whatever was going on. And this could have been what was going on. Okay, Seven of Swords, deception, lies, hiding stuff from you, keeping secrets, an affair, third party, whatever it was, they were deceptive. So I'm really happy to see this for you, though. Four of Swords represents the fact that you didn't take it. You know, you decided to break free, spend time on your own. Being single was better than being in a relationship with somebody who wasn't fully invested and investing their time with other people. So this right here represents the healing part of the journey. So that's you working on yourself. Bottom of the deck, the Tower. So this is something that you went through, if you relate to this, and then we've got the World right after. So that is coming through as an experience that you've already had, more than likely, okay? And that cycle has now ended. It's completed. But now you're being offered a new cycle, a new beginning, a new chapter. It's like giving you another chance to move forward in your life, whether that's related to your love life or some other area of your life where you really need things to progress and not be so stagnant. Because this can pick up off of every area of your life. Could be your finances, could be your career, it could be your friendships, it could be your relationship with family members. Whatever it is that you are wanting to create movement or bring to fruition in your 3D world, it's now giving you the opportunity to do that. But maybe you had some lessons tied into this one, this Tower moment, that actually is going to help light that fire under your feet to get going. So it could have been a blessing in disguise, you know? All right, so let's go ahead and grab another set of cards. What am I drawn to? Okay, let's grab some from Sister Moon Tarot's deck. Stay Inspired Oracle cards. I love this deck. I call it my magical deck from her, because there's this one card in this deck. I think you guys might have seen me talk about it in other readings I've done. Whenever it's a situation where somebody really needs to get out, the break free or freeing yourself card comes out, or some other reference like freedom, that comes through. It's interesting. All right, let's grab maybe 3 cards from here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for those who are tuned in and those who will watch this reading after it's been broadcast. What's a message that you need to share with those who are here? We have forever. You have a forever bond even if you haven't met them yet. So there could be somebody that you connect with and you're destined to meet them. Maybe you haven't met this person quite yet, but they're on their way to you. And by going through that healing journey and opening up a brand new door in a way, this is giving you the opportunity to really find a beautiful connection with somebody. And it does say you are not alone. Your soul is tied to your soulmate even before you meet them or know of them. Trust this bond with all your heart. They are yours forever. Clearly what we've seen in the reading is this person didn't even think of forever. If they're investing in other people, they just wanted to experience the now. You know, what they want is what they want, and they're going to go after it. All right. But what you're meant to have is a forever kind of love. All right, let's see what else. We have grief. Always dissipates. Cry as long as you need to. Release your pain and tears. Yeah, you know, I mean, we're all human. It's very difficult to be able to hold on to that type of emotion without showing it and just letting it out, you know, and we've already seen cards that's addressing that, giving you the time to focus on your own healing, because when we see cards like the Three of Swords, the Tower, those are devastating experiences, you know, and it takes time. It takes time for a heart to heal from things like that. So be kind to yourself as well if that's something that you have been through. We're not going to get over it in such a short time. All right, let's grab one more. Wow, we've got 3 cards. Okay, we'll take them. So this one says captive. What beliefs are holding you captive? Can you let them go? They are not even real. Stop giving them life. Sometimes we hold on to particular thoughts that could be stressing us out, but maybe there's something about it that may not even come to fruition. You know, sometimes we're so worried about stuff that might happen and it ends up not really manifesting. And then we have restoration. What was meant to go had to leave. What is meant to stay will always find a way to restore. Exactly. You know, if it really is meant to be yours, it's one of those things where, as I mentioned, you got to just release it, let it go, turn it over to a higher power, right? And if it is truly meant to be a part of your life, it'll come back maybe better than how it was. And then lastly, we've got rejection. Rejection is a future ego blow to those who doubted you. Let it propel you, never let it define you. You know, forget what I was doing the other day. I think it was a story about Michael Jordan. And it was a story about how he failed so many times and was rejected by, I believe, other teams before he was signed on to the Chicago Bulls, I think. And of course, he's known for having won so many championships. But if he would have given up after those rejections, we never would have seen that from him, right? So don't give up just because somebody or a situation seems to have rejected you in some way, shape, or form. That just simply means there's something better suited for you. All right, let's grab one last set of tarot. And anyone who is wanting a personal reading, Nancy, of course, I see your request. I have one from last week that we missed, so we're going to do that one first. And if anyone else is wanting a personal reading, we'd love to be able to do that for you. Eight of Cups. Yep. You walk away from situations that no longer serve you. Even though it might hurt like crazy, it's actually moving you forward. Okay, so people that have disappointed you, people that might have lied to you. Look at this, we've got the moon. Some of you guys could have worked or thought about Pisces, or maybe you have Pisces in your chart. This can be about our illusions. It could be tapped into our fears, our anxieties. But it could also represent someone who was deceptive towards you, kept things from you, kept you in the dark. We now have the Angel of Hope. So it does say you've lost your way, your sense of direction. Which way is up, which way is down? Which way takes you away from who you are, and which way shows you the path you're meant to travel? This is not the end. I am here to help restore the faith within you, to let you know that there is a ray of sunshine, a glimmer of hope that you fail to see. Open your eyes. I am here. It picks up off of this card for me, you know, when you're in such grief that you don't even have the energy to look up and see what's ahead of you. to see that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. So the angel of hope message is here to help you find your way again. And then we have the Ace of Wands. So this is definitely telling you you have new horizons, new beginnings that want to come in for you, another chance, a new opportunity in love, or even other parts of your life, because it's also about finding new passion in your life, whether that's through a romantic connection or something else. Can't ignore this one, right? We've already seen it. So this is helping you heal through that type of heartbreak. A new beginning, the angel of hope. That makes such sense, guys. And here we are with the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles can certainly represent sometimes our ability to hold on to people that we really need to let go of, or it could represent someone who's very possessive, or somebody who certainly had some deep-seated past issues that you could have dealt with. Somebody who could have been too possessive, too clingy. They just didn't have the capability to show up for you the way you needed them to. And we've got the Four of Cups, followed by the Crystal of Earth. So the Four of Cups represents the disconnection between you and somebody, but it also represents the fact that they have so many regrets over their past behavior and actions. So I can't help but feel that this is somebody that hurt you, that disappointed you, that created the drama with the Three of Swords, the Tower moment, you know, and as I mentioned, the tables have turned, and now they're seeing you in a whole different way, and wishing perhaps that they could have another chance to be with you. But for some of you guys, you might be listening to this and feel, you know what, that door is closed and I'm not interested in reopening that. And they're going to find that out real quick if they try to reconnect with you. Okay? And then finally, we've got the Crystal of Earth. It's time to get your head out of the clouds and focus on what's happening around you. Be careful what you're investing your energies in. Don't chase fool's gold. You're the real deal. What you're looking for is someone who recognizes your worth and the brightness that exudes within you. Don't settle for anything less than what you're worth. And I have a feeling that's the lesson that needs to be learned after everything that we've seen in this reading. You know, don't settle for anything less than what you deserve, whether that's regarding a romantic connection or any other part of your life. All right, guys, so I really like how that came through. I feel through trying times, this will hopefully help you to be able to grow and to learn from it and to avoid those future tower moments, you know, because you deserve better. All right, guys, thank you for listening to that. Hopefully there were parts of it that made sense for you. So now we're going to go ahead and get into the personal reading requests. So if that, again, is something that you're interested in, I'd love to be able to do a reading for you during this live stream. And of course, we've already gotten a couple of submissions. So I'm just going to go ahead and do those requests. And if you're listening and want to be able to have that done here today, then feel free to go ahead and submit that down below in the comments. And all of the payment options are down below. And of course, Super Chat is always available. All right, so Shanice, we missed her reading last week. So even though she may not be here right now, I'm going to go ahead and do that. And hopefully she'll reach out and she can always go back and watch this reading. All right, so Shanice, you want to know what's Kai's feelings towards you and the emotions towards you. Okay, so he's Leo. You are Taurus. All right, let's get into some messages here for that connection, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and use my Divine Masculine deck here to tap into that energy. Angels and spirit guides, please. Focusing on Kai, Leo. What are his feelings and emotions towards Shanice, Taurus? All right, Shanice, we're coming in with a confused card. All right. And I'm pretty sure I used this deck last time or for a few of your readings, and if any of this seems to be resurfacing with similar messages, he's still conflicted. You know, it could have something to do with his other connection here. I believe the his ex, the mother of his child or his children. We've got these shadows showing up. No wonder he's confused, because this is work that he needs to do for himself in order to be able to clear up this confusion and to be able to address these conflicts that he's feeling. Because we're really wanting to know his feelings, right? And his emotions towards you. He's just incapable of seeing things clearly for the two of you. Look at that. He's coming in hollow. Okay. So there's a lot that he's not really addressing, not only with your connection, but everything else going on in his life. And then we have this guarded card coming through, you know, so he's definitely got some walls up. I feel it's not just about you, though. I feel it could have something to do with other things that is maybe being challenged in his life right now. So let's go ahead and see what's up with that. Angels and spirit guides, please. Focusing on Kai, Leo, and Shanice, Taurus. All right. This makes sense, Shanice, the way this is coming through. So there's not a whole lot of progress because of this confusion. He needs to be able to be clear as to what it is that he wants. But he's just got a lot going on in his thoughts, in his heart space, and really unable to create any sort of movement for the two of you or even his own life. You know? We've got fives popping up. Fives can definitely be challenging. We've got the death card showing up here. He needs to be able to create this change in his own life, Shanice, you know? Right now, he's feeling defeated, almost like he cannot figure out what to do about what is conflicting him. It might have something to do with you. It might have something to do with other people that he's focused on, and certainly the mother of his children. Because I know we've done readings on that before. And here's the thing with Kai, because he can't seem to find that clarity, he might just back off altogether and just walk away from it. And I'm kind of feeling with this masculine shadow, he could go into hermit mode, you know, where he's not really opening himself up to you or anybody else. He could have abandonment issues as well, but we do see some of the regrets that's keeping him stuck here. The death card, of course, can represent the end of a cycle, but it also makes way for him to be able to get out of this type of energy, to be able to create change within himself. And also, he needs to be able to let go of maybe unhealthy attachments that he could have that could be creating that conflict. It falls on Kai's shoulders to be able to bring about these changes. And the thing is, it's possible. You know, we've got the Chariot showing up. We started off with the Two of Swords, where there's a stalemate, but in order to get here where there's movement, he needs to be able to address all of this stuff in between. It falls on him, nobody else, to be able to get things moving. Oh, this is interesting. Of course, you represent Taurus. The Empress represents Taurus, right? You are the divine feminine here. But the ironic part of all this is, I know that in the previous readings that we've done for you, there was something that he needed to figure out when it came to the dynamic between his ex, the mother of his children, and of course being there for his kids. So he's conflicted. We see that here. He is very conflicted. But look at the next card. I mean, divine counterparts here. You guys actually have a very special connection, but he's He's got these walls up. We see that here. He's guarded for whatever reason that keeps you guys stuck. He knows perhaps in his heart of hearts that the two of you could actually build something pretty special, but he's not doing anything about it right now. He's got a whole lot of work to do in order to get that to be a possible manifestation. He's blessed with so many great energies, though. I mean, the star, first of all, it comes down to self-care for Kai. In order to really experience all of the beautiful things that's coming in for him, and to open up his eyes and his heart to what the universe wants to deliver, because we've got some nice cards here. The Star, you know, the Chariot, the Empress and the Emperor right next to each other. That says so much. It's almost like you guys belong together. The universe wants to give him a sign that he should be guided back to you, but he needs to really open up his heart. He needs to be able to see that sign that you're it, but he's not seeing it. And then we see the Moon here. So the Moon can represent mental confusion, and that's exactly, I feel, where he's at. That is exactly where he's at. Oh, thank you, Ariana. Okay, we'll take care of that for you. So yeah, Kai is a little bit stuck there, and I feel since he is not really so much tapped into his heart space, that's what's preventing any sort of movement or stepping towards your direction. You know, he's got some stuff to clear. Let's go ahead and see what else we can tap into here for you. All right, here we go. Angels and spirit guides, please. Focusing on the connection between Kai, Leo, and Shanice, Taurus. Okay. What can you tell us, please? Look at that, Shanice, okay? You guys are coming through as divine counterparts. And, you know, we saw the Empress and the Emperor literally next to each other. And it's clarifying that here. This person is a divine counterpart, or you are aligning with your twin flame. You are connecting spiritually or astrally with another. This is coming together with a mirror soul to achieve something on an energetic level. It's like it wants to come in, but he's got that wall up for now anyway. We have make a conscious choice. Rise above any conflict spiritually and make a decision regarding this situation or person. But right now, he's incapable of making that decision. So it says consciously choose what you want so you can manifest your heart's true desires. Ask yourself what changes need to be made. Do what's right for you at this moment. So in a way, this is speaking to Kai. He really needs to be able to get rid of those conflicts in order to have clarity. And then we have trust your intuition. Trust what you're feeling. Listen to what your intuition is telling you about this situation or person. Your feelings are real. Tune into your inner guidance and follow it. You already know the answer. I feel, Shanice, in this instance, this is really speaking to you specifically. It's really wanting you to know what's going on with Kai. And maybe before I even started this reading, you already had a feeling of what was going on. This could simply be clarifying things. All right, let's see. Look at this. You've got the Sun. So you guys are supposed to be, in lack of a better word, you guys are supposed to be together. You're supposed to be coming into union. You're supposed to be celebrating the fact that you're with your person. But we've got conflict, right? The Three of Swords. You guys are clearly not together right now, and maybe it's hurting your heart. You could be feeling lonely when you think about him. But this definitely creates a situation where it was hurtful. And of course, the Three of Swords can represent that third element, that third party. And it could be you know, that there's something in his heart space that he needs to figure out when it comes to, again, the mother of his kids. And you could actually represent that third party who still has so much love in your heart for Kai, but we've got blockages here. This is exactly what needs to happen. Six of Swords, followed by the Hangman. It's about letting go. It's about moving forward. It's about releasing past baggage. It's not going to serve him anymore at this point. But nobody can force him to let go. Nobody can force him to be able to see things clearly. That's something that he's going to have to be able to do for himself. Knight of Pentacles is letting us know that eventually, and that's a long eventually, because we just don't know when he's going to get to that point. If he really wants to be with you in the 3D, you know, to be able to bring you a beautiful relationship, to be loyal, to be responsible as a partner, I have a feeling it's going to take him a long time, because right here with the Knight of Pentacles, it's slow. Very, very, very slow moving energy. So the thing is, slow doesn't mean no progress. It just means that it's moving at a snail's pace, you know? So even though on the surface in the 3D, it just looks like, okay, it's in the same position that it's been for the past year, it might actually be moving just ever so slowly. So sometimes when it moves so slow, we don't even see it as moving. We don't even see it as progress. But there actually could be. It's just slow. All right, Shanice, so that's what I get from Kai when it comes to his emotions, his feelings towards you. I feel there's a lot of blockage there, to the point where he's just trying to maybe numb himself and not really wanting to address the reality of the situation, you know, and so that creates a lot of conflict for him. And I feel he still stresses out over this whole situation, the family dynamic with his ex, his kids. You know, it's not easy for him to deal with this, but it's his own burden to figure out, you know. Certainly not your job to be able to have to deal with that. So in the meantime, just focus on you. Just be able to allow love to come in if it comes in for you from another person, you know, not to say that the two of you won't continue to feel connected, okay? That could always be the case, but you're not meant to be unhappy. You're not meant to be in limbo. You're not meant to put your life on hold waiting for Kai to figure stuff out. Okay, so that's what I've got for you. I do hope that when you do run across this reading, I tried to send you an email, but your mailbox was full, and I tried to go on your channel here on YouTube, and it just wasn't really offering me much information to contact you. So if you reach out to us, I'll of course direct you to this live stream and provide the link for you to watch it. All right, that's it for now, Shanice. Thank you so much. All right, Nancy, you are up next. Let's see. Hi, Ursula. I see your request. Thank you so much. So we'll go ahead and get to your request shortly. All right, so Nancy would like to ask about me, Gemini, and Joanna, Pisces. What can I expect with our connection in the next few months? Okay, sure. Let's see. Let's take a look. Let me see what decks I'm drawn to here. Okay. Angels and spirit guides, please. Focusing on Nancy, Gemini, and Joanna, Pisces. All right, so we're focusing on, God, we're halfway through the year. So let's go ahead and focus on the remaining second half of the year, and let's see. Okay. Angels and spirit guides, please. What can you tell us about this connection? I've got head over heels. Okay. And sometimes whenever this comes through, it's like an equal energy for me where two people see each other in the same way, you know? I don't know if you guys just started seeing each other or if this has been going on a while, but the attraction certainly is there. Committed, won't ever let you go. Okay. We have funny girl. Okay. Is she silly and goofy, or do you guys just have a lot of fun together, lots of laughter, and just really enjoy each other's company? It could represent that. Okay. Give me another card, please. I mean, some of these cards are amazing, so please weigh in and let me know if this even resonates. It does say instant connection, soulful bond. Wow, was there an instant attraction between the two of you? So, because that certainly is how it's presenting itself here. Maybe it's too soon to call it, you know, but it does say that you guys have the capability to commit to the connection to this partnership. All right. Let's see. So since we're focusing on time frame wise the remainder of this year, the chemistry is off the hook. I can see that. Wow, I'm happy. I'm happy to hear that. So if it's not there yet, as more time unfolds, it could really turn into something very special. You've been talking for almost 4 months. Okay. Do you guys have a lot of fun times, lots of laughter? That's what this kind of represents. And if there was an instant attraction between the two of you where, you know, you just felt that little feeling in your heart space like, you know, there's something here. Okay. We've got the Nine of Cups. Maybe you guys have both wished for that type of love, that very special kind of love to come in before you guys even met. You know, it's like wishing to finally have that one experience where it could be very special. You guys laugh about anything. I love that. It's literally coming through here. Wow. I'm feeling, and this goes beyond this year, since Joanna is Pisces. So we're looking at February or March of next year, maybe around birthday time. You know, there could be a particular wish that manifests here. You guys are on the same page, okay? You both want the same things, perhaps. That's good. We've got the Ace of Swords. So I know that, you know, in previous readings there was X's and stuff that were being dealt with, and I feel with the Ace of Swords, this right here is giving you guys clarity that what's in the past is in the past. Let's focus on the now. Let's focus on what can be built in the future. It's like a new chapter that's being written, you know? And then we've got Two of Wands. You both have your own free will to decide what you do in your own life individually, but you also have your own free will as a couple to see where this goes. And it's right next to that committed message, won't ever let you go. I feel that might take a little bit more time to get there, to come to that realization. But the path forward looks good. So I'm happy to see that. We do have the World, okay? And that kind of goes back to the Two of Wands, because it does present you with two different paths to take. And there's one path that represents the past. There's another path that represents a future that you can build together. So whatever cycles needed to phase out, that's done. Those doors are closed. And this now gives you the opportunity to open up new doors as more time unfolds. Wow. Page of Pentacles, future abundance. Very nice. Very nice energy. And Page of Pentacles, it's about manifestation. You know, maybe you were surprised when you guys actually met. Like, Finally, somebody that I can really connect with and be able to be comfortable in the connection and have fun in the connection and to not have to worry about maybe ex-partnerships. I don't know. That just seems to be popping up for me. And then we do have the Two of Cups. It can turn into real love here. I don't know if you guys have told each other, I love you, but that could be what that's about. Really feeling very connected to each other here. Okay, let's see. Okay, things were moving a bit fast and she had to slow things down. Okay. But you know what? Sometimes I feel when things move so quickly, that's because the chemistry and the attraction is so strong that it can't help but move fast. And sometimes that could be scary, you know, so I can understand that. Yep. And 4 months, you know, that's still a fairly new connection. And so the Ace of Cups is representing just how new it is. But it's got so much potential to turn into a very deep love that you might share for each other. I like that. And then we have the Ace of Wands. That is followed by the Ten of Pentacles. Your finances could also be improving, Nancy. That's a possibility. You might come into some unexpected money, perhaps. But in a love reading, the Ten of Pentacles is very nice as well because it really demonstrates that two people are very strongly bonded together. It can represent security and happiness in your love life in the future. Sometimes it can indicate that somebody has a lot of respect for you and they have so much love for you. It can represent a perfect match, and it can also represent a long-lasting love connection. So there's nothing really here that's concerning. It looks good. I feel in the next few months, certainly the remainder of the year, there could be some pretty magical moments that happen between the two of you. So I want to go ahead and grab one more set here. Let's see, what deck am I drawn to for you guys? Let's get some romance angels here. You guys were officially dating. She decided it was best. We were friends instead. Build a bond first, but I feel we have been more connected now. It's getting deeper. Okay, good. There's nothing wrong with that, you know, taking your time to be able to develop a connection. Look at that. Give your relationship a chance. Keep working on the partnership. This is the next card, romantic feelings. So that makes a lot of sense for me, that she's got those feelings for you. It is safe for you to love. So this could even be a message for her, you know, it's like, it's safe, go ahead. Dive both feet in, you know, it's going to be okay. So let's go ahead and clarify that. It's got a lot of potential here, Nancy. I like this as well, Three of Wands, Star. Look at this. The Chariot, and then the Ace of Cups again. We've got the Six of Wands. All of these cards are amazing because it's telling us that as more time unfolds, you know, whatever you guys have experienced in the past with other people, that's going to be farther and farther apart from what you guys are experiencing. I feel that life is just going to take you on this journey where any obstacles that might come into the partnership, you guys will be able to address it and overcome it. And really to be able to fill this cup with the love that you both have for one another. And the Six of Wands, of course, it's telling us that you guys have the capability to have a very successful relationship without too much drama coming through here. You know, so I love that that's coming through. It's like, it's telling you, go for it. You've got the green light, you know, so keep going, keep allowing time to unfold in this partnership. And you might just find that maybe this has a whole lot of potential to really go the distance. All right, Nancy, so I love that message for you. That was, I feel, very uplifting. Lots of good energies coming through when it comes to this connection. So good luck to you. I really wish you the very best when it comes to that connection. All right. So Ariana, I've got your request, and then Patricia. Okay. Or is it Ursula?
I think she's asking for somebody, maybe.
Oh, okay. Okay, so let me do Ariana first. All right, give me 1 second, Ariana, and then we'll get into your messages. If you're just now hopping on, we are doing personal mini readings. So feel free to go ahead and request one while I'm doing the current one. I'd love to be able to tap into your situation if that's something that you are interested in. All right, so Ariana, can you please tell me, Leo, if there's a future with Goomer? Okay, Libra, and what I should do to be successful in love. Absolutely. Let's take a look at that. All right. And if you see any, repetitive energies or messages that come through for this reading, Ariana, then, maybe there's something tied into that message, and it could be telling you or reiterating what already came through in the previous reading. Okay, so let's see. Yes, asking about the same dude. Let's see. Angels and spirit guides, please focusing on the connection between Ariana, Leo, and Goomer, Libra. We've got immersed, followed by the one, because when you know, okay? And forgive me, I do so many readings, I don't remember what came through last time. But so far, this looks like a good energy. And then we have inseparable coming through here. Let me grab one more. Wow, okay. We've got marriage material coming through. Jeez. This decided to pop up as well. So it says best friends, lots in common, can talk for hours, love to make each other laugh. So hopefully there's something in these cards that's resonating with your connection, okay? Let's clarify. Okay. Angels and spirit guides, please. What do we need to know when it comes to this connection? What do we need to know? We've got the Fool coming through. He really is like your best friend. I love that that came through, because I wasn't going to pull another card and this one just leaped out from the deck. We've got a fresh start, a new beginning here. It's like a new chapter in love. We've got the Two of Cups. So the way this is presenting itself and just the surrounding cards, it's like this could be the one. You guys are best friends. You really connect well with each other. And when you are together, it seems like there's no one else that matters, And this could indicate that maybe there really is something long-term as far as the commitment. It could turn towards marriage. That's a possibility. We've got the Star. Okay. A fulfilled wish. An illuminated path for the two of you. Looks amazing so far. As long as you both want the same things, I feel this really can turn into a very special partnership that can go the distance here. There can be longevity here. And now we're seeing the Ten of Pentacles. So, as I said earlier, the Ten of Pentacles in a love reading can be beautiful because it really can represent a very nice bond between two people. You might either feel like he's your soulmate or maybe a twin flame connection, that he's the one that really lifts you up, that he's the one that you really want to be with. You can't picture yourself being with anybody else. Four of Wands, so it's clarifying that it could be a twin flame connection. I just find it so interesting that we've got marriage material, the one, you know, there's nothing here of concern as far as these cards are coming through. And possible marriage, I mean, it's kind of reiterating that, and that you guys can really build a beautiful life together. If there are any challenges, you both have the capability to be able to remove or cut out whatever that might be. Okay, this is a new beginning. This is giving you both the clarity that's needed in order to focus more so on just the connection itself rather than any obstacles that might be getting in the way. If things have been out of balance between the two of you, it does seem that that can, in a way, recalibrate itself and to be able to bring things back on an even keel. And then we have the Six of Wands. So it's a beautiful energy that's presenting itself here, that it can be a successful relationship despite any ups and downs that you guys might experience. The Lovers, oh my goodness. Okay, so the chemistry, the attraction, all of that is presenting itself here. And just the way it's presenting itself here this time, the Lovers card, of course, represents a choice or a decision that needs to be made. If it is up to him to be able to make a decision about the two of you, then it's got a lot of potential here. You both can see long-term potential. Okay, the mother of his children is trying really hard to interfere. That could be where the issues might be coming in. But you know, it's up to him to be able to find clarity within himself, to be able to cut that out so that it's not a problem. And then we've got the Wheel of Fortune. So there's some major changes that could happen for the two of you as time unfolds. I feel eventually he's going to be able to address the issues with the mother of his children so that that's no longer a factor. And this is telling us that whatever struggles or issues that are happening, that eventually things can progress. This represents a turning point for your relationship. So I feel that that's a temporary thing, honestly. And that takes you guys here. Look at that with the Ace of Cups. It's like a new chapter for your love story. It's like hitting the reset button and starting on a much stronger footing. And then bottom of the deck, we've got the High Priestess, which can certainly represent your energy here, Ariana. You know, so trust what it is that you're feeling when it comes to the two of you, because I feel your instincts are something that you can trust. Your gut, it's telling you something, so trust that. Okay? Because it's coming through as a beautiful connection. Very nice. And then we do have the Empress. This is something similar to what I picked up for Shanice's reading earlier, where it was a similar situation where he had some issues going on with the mother of his children. And so this could represent her, you know, because the Empress can certainly represent pregnancy, motherhood, but it could also represent you and what it is that you guys can build in the future. Unbelievable, right? Yeah, these cards. Yeah, I surprise myself sometimes, and I've been doing this a long time. It's like, whoa. But I trust my angel guides, and that's what's coming through here. So eventually, this is where you guys are going to be. The Six of Pentacles, which is an equal give and take. Equality is good in a partnership because it shows us that you're both in it for the long haul. Not one person is putting in all the work. You give and you receive from each other in the same way you're truly extending yourself in the partnership. So I really like that. Let's go ahead and grab one more set of cards for you. But that was beautiful. Really nice energies. All right, so let's grab... I feel like going back to the Romance Angels. Okay. Angels and Spirit Guides, please. Focusing on Ariana, Leo, and Boomer Library, Libra. So the romance angels, it does not have any twin flame references in here, but so many nice cards nonetheless. Oh, look at this. Okay, so now we see the soulmate. So again, it doesn't have any twin flame representation, but it's basically telling you guys that you have a very strong soul bond. Look at this. Okay, it says this could be the one. Sound familiar? So it's reiterating that here. That is very cool to see that in a reading, because you know that it's not a mistake. It's telling you there's a reason why you're drawn to this connection. You've already met the romantic partner that you seek. So that's really nice. So let's clarify. You guys have a very special connection, the way it's coming through here. High Priestess again, look at that. Okay, look at this. So you are Leo. Look at the next card. We've got the Sun, which represents Leo. So this connection, it makes you happy. It fulfills your soul. You know, there's something about it that you're very connected to. And it fulfills you. It makes you happy. You know, so we just got to be able to ease up off of the energy or stresses that he might be feeling when it comes to his previous partnership. And it definitely has something to do with that. You see, we've got the Empress coming through again, maternal influence. So no doubt he's got that going on, and it will eventually be addressed. We've got the Ace of Cups coming through again. Okay, so it really is giving you guys the opportunity at a fresh start. It seems like there's a lot of obstacles, and usually I'd walk away, but something telling me it's worth it. Yeah, it is literally telling you that there's something about this connection that is meant to be a part of your life. So what I'm feeling here is, and look, we've got the Four of Wands. So we've got soulmate, we've got twin flames coming through in your reading. It basically represents that this is a very special connection that the two of you have. We've got a lot of duplicate messages, Ace of Cups, right? And I really feel that eventually this whole situation with the mother of his children, that chapter will eventually be addressed so that it's not going to be a factor in your connection. You know, so that it doesn't have to stress him out. It's something that he will eventually be able to figure out. And that leaves you guys to be able to explore the connection where there really is the possibility towards marriage. You know, that's no accident. It's coming through in that way, you know. And best friends, we've got the inseparable reference there. So allow things to just unfold the way they are meant to. It's going to culminate in a solution, I feel, that'll make everybody happy. All right, Ariana, so that's what I've got for you. I really feel that that's a strong bond that you guys have. So try not to worry so much, especially when things are being challenged in the partnership. He'll figure it out eventually. Okay? Thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right, so Cameron. Okay. Let me just get my cards together here. Give me 1 second. And anybody else who would like to request a personal reading, feel free to go ahead and submit that anytime while I'm doing this reading. And in case you find this live stream after it's been completed, you can always request a reading for the future live stream. I'm actually going to be out of town starting next Sunday, so we're not going to do it next Sunday. I'll see if we can figure something out schedule-wise for either a Friday or a Saturday for next week. So, all right, so this one. So it's Patricia requesting the reading?
I believe so, yeah.
Kenny. Patricia Kenny is her name? Question for Ursula. Oh, I see. So this is for Ursula. Virgo and Kieran, Scorpio, will they reconnect? Okay, got it. All right, so they're in separation. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at Kieran's energy here. Angels and spirit guides, please focusing on Kieran, Scorpio, and the connection with Ursula, Virgo. Is there the possibility towards a reconnection? Oh, you're so welcome, Ariana. Thank you. All right, what's going on here? Kieran Scorpio and the connection with Ursula Virgo. Okay, well, we've got a divine partnership card, but we also have indecision. So somebody's undecided here whether they want to be able to invest fully in the connection or not. This is interesting that we've got the friendship card coming through. So if they're not connecting romantically right now, could it be that Kieran is more comfortable keeping Ursula in the friend zone, perhaps? Or that could be the other way around? Because right now we're focusing on the divine masculine. So I'm feeling more so that it could be Kieran that's got issues with deciding what it is that he wants, perhaps. More comfortable staying friends rather than being romantically linked. We do have the discover message coming through here. Whenever I see this, especially from the divine masculine, this is a masculine who wants to be able to continue to explore other options. So maybe there's something about the connection with Ursula that just doesn't check all the boxes for Kieran. And look at the next card. We've got discontent. So he's just feeling like there's someone else out there for him, or he feels like he wants to take a look at his other options here, you know? So let's see. So we're focusing on whether or not they will reconnect. I feel as of right now, because he's undecided, not to say it can't happen later, but there could be a stagnant energy here for the two of them. All right, let's see. Speaking of stagnant, look at that. Two of Swords, we have a stalemate here. That's because he doesn't know what he wants. He can't seem to decide what he wants. And he could be talking to other people at this point. I'm not sure. Maybe he has a friend that he could be attracted to romantically as well. But this right here, it's telling us that he has one foot out the door, perhaps. Look at that. Eight of Cups. He's distancing himself. I don't know if he's the one that actually walked away from the connection or broke things off. It might be. Okay. Oh, geez. Look at this. We've got the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands doesn't exactly have the best reputation when it comes to tarot. It could be somebody who's very action-oriented, goes after what it is that they want. You know, could be a very passionate connection, could be a very passionate lover, but this type of energy from the masculine is someone who's in and out of your life, possibly because they could be talking to other people. Okay, so there could be, he could have a very busy social life or just possibly talking to someone else here. And then we've got the Death card coming through. So what's so interesting about that is that he's a Scorpio. This card literally represents Scorpio. So if he's the one that ended things here in order to pursue other interests romantically, that makes sense. Because he's the one that wanted to change things up here. Because he just was not happy, perhaps. He was discontent about what he had in the connection with Ursula, unfortunately. So we do have the Empress that could represent Ursula, but it could also represent someone else that he's interested in. So he kind of killed one partnership in order to pursue another. Ugh. That's a difficult thing to be in, especially if it's representing what Ursula has gone through. We've got the Five of Wands. We see the energy here, the disagreement. So there's other people. That's just what I'm feeling, because the Five of Wands can represent conflict. It can represent love rivals. You know, there's that competitive vibe that's coming through. So I have a feeling she's not the only one in the picture here. And then we have the Hangman. So this is about somebody who steps away, who surrenders, kind of turning it over to a higher power to figure out what it is that they need to do. That could have been where Kieran was, or where he is currently. Needed to step away from the connection with Ursula to maybe taking a look at other options here to discover where a different connection could go, perhaps. And then we have the Page of Swords. So part of this vibe from Kieran is telling us that there's somebody that he might have met or somebody that he's known that he was curious enough about that he took action to maybe explore that. And then we've got the Fool. So he wants to start over, but I have a feeling it could be with someone else. And that's what resulted in this Tower moment, perhaps, when it comes to the connection with Ursula, because that represents the separation between the two of them. All right, but let me go ahead and continue to tap into this and see if there's a way for them to reconnect, since ultimately that's what we're looking at. All right. So I'm going to go back to my Stay Inspired Oracle cards by Sister Moon. Angels and Spirit Guides, please focusing on the connection between Ursula, Virgo, and Kieran, Scorpio. What do we need to know, please? Listen, the universe is speaking to you in subtle ways. Speak less and listen more. So this can apply to Ursula, but it could also apply to Kieran. It depends on their own interpretation of this message. I feel also maybe when they would get together and talk, they weren't really listening to each other. So that could also be where the conflict is. It's very difficult to come to a resolution when each person isn't really listening to the other. All right, let's grab another one. Focusing on Ursula, Virgo, and Kieran, Scorpio. We have focus, okay? Wherever your focus is what expands in your life. Focus on the positive. But the thing is, I'm also feeling when it comes to Kieran that the possibility of him focusing on someone else, that could be what's challenging this partnership. Let me grab one more here. Beauty. I am beautiful inside and out. My imperfections are beautiful. Those who love my soul see all the beauty I possess. This could be a very specific message for Ursula. Sometimes when we go through ugly experiences in our partnerships, we forget, just how much value we bring into the connection. So she needs to remind herself how beautiful of a person she actually is, not only on the outside, but the inside as well. Let's clarify. Angels and Spirit Guides, please. Focusing on the connection between Ursula, Virgo, and Kieran, Scorpio. We do have the Strength card coming through. When we experience things like a tower in a partnership, it's hard, it's difficult. And it's not that easy to pick ourselves up and to be able to dust ourselves off, So this could apply to each person, but it can certainly apply to Ursula to be able to find the strength within her, to be able to move forward and to maybe just be open to the possibility of a different experience, a different love. If it's not with Kieran. This is interesting that we've got the Seven of Cups. I feel when it comes to him, since we focused on the divine masculine energy first, he's got other options. But the thing is, Ursula does too. She doesn't have to be stuck in feeling like she's lost the love of her life. Of course, it takes time to heal from that, but there will be other people that will come in and will allow her to find love elsewhere. And hopefully this experience, she has learned what works and what doesn't, what it is that she's willing to accept from somebody and what she's not willing to accept. And she's coming in with the energy of the High Priestess. So it's very important that she trusts what she is being guided to do, when it comes to her heart space. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, we've got the Four of Cups. So what this means is Kieran might have distanced himself because he could be interested in someone else. That's what we saw in the first part. And this right here, and I've been saying this so much lately that the tables will turn. So there will come a day when he's going to realize that Ursula actually represents somebody that he could have had a beautiful relationship with for the rest of his life. It really could have turned into something very special. But this right here represents the regret that he will have later. I don't feel he's there quite yet. I feel this is something that will come to mind later on down the line once he's done getting in and out of partnerships that just did not last, or being with people for all the wrong reasons. And so this right here, by the time he realizes that she's the one that got away, here he is wallowing in his regrets and realizing that he missed the chance at being with the one person that he could have really had a beautiful future with. And then we've got the Justice card. So karmic justice, being able to find the truth in a situation, gaining clarity, right? So I feel that this indecision that he's in, and we see that, and that he's discontent, eventually the scales will balance, and it's going to be teaching him a lesson that is quite valuable here. And he's going to realize that he really lost out on someone very special. He could have had this bottom of the deck, the sun, happiness, everything that he could have ever wanted in love, in romance, in life. You know, it's almost like he had it already, but he was just too closed off to what he could have had long term with Ursula. So I feel at the end of this that she's going to have the last laugh, you know? So that's what I've got for that connection. I really feel that he's just not seeing it. He's not seeing the value. He's not seeing what the future could have actually turned into if he would have just stuck things out, you know, and acted from a place of integrity. So that's what I've got for that connection. All right. That's it for now. Okay, well, last week I made the mistake of signing off way too quick, and we actually missed a reading request. So please let me know if someone's interested in getting a personal reading. You know, we'll stay on for another minute just to make sure we haven't missed anybody. So please let me know if you are wanting a reading before I sign off. And of course, I'll be more than happy to do that for you. And if you happen to catch this after we have, you know, signed off. Hi, Ursula. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you so much for the reading request. So yeah, as I was saying, please follow us on IG if you don't already. We make a lot of the live stream announcements on there, and of course other announcements that are pertinent. Of course, we announce it on the community tab here on YouTube as well, but sometimes people miss it. Okay, so we try to announce it on Instagram as well as here on the YouTube platform. So if you don't already follow us there, it's The Celestial Forecasts by Carrie. All right, and we also have a moderator account as well. So anyone else, last call for personal readings, please let me know. All right, I don't see anyone else. So if you catch us at a future live stream, what we try to do is get folks to prepay for the reading, because those readings are read first, followed by any super chat requests. So if we happen to have a whole bunch of people requesting readings, those readings will be completed first, the prepaid ones, followed by super chat. All right, guys, so I think that's it. I don't see any other requests for readings. On behalf of myself and moderator Cameron, we appreciate you guys tuning in and spending part of your day with us. And for those that requested readings, thank you guys so very much. I do hope that your messages were able to help you out. All right, guys, thank you so much. We'll catch you on the next one. Take care.